Hi everyone, Fintan here from Damson. This week I want to talk about an announcement from Google about their advanced protection program for enterprise. Now, some of you may be aware of the Advanced Protection Program, which has existed for a year or so, but now Google has released it for enterprises, and it's available for all editions of G Suite. The Advanced Protection Program is essentially trying to protect end users' accounts. And when it comes to security, we always say it's a balance between protecting your account and the security in your account and the convenience of access. Users always want to be able to access their accounts from anywhere on any device, but they also want the highest security, and those two things don't really go together. So we've got to give up a little bit of convenience in order to make sure that our accounts are more secure. The Advanced Protection Program from Google is designed to protect particular high-risk users. So employees who are IT admins or executives, or maybe have access to sensitive financial information whose accounts need an additional layer of protection. So what is the Advanced Protection Program? Well, it has 4 key elements. The first is a security key, and it enforces the user to use a security key as a factor or second factor of authentication. And security keys are considered one of, if not the best way to protect your account against hacking. So it's a physical key, usually a USB device, although you can get wireless ones as well for your mobile devices, that will act as a second factor of authentication. So as well as your username and password, there's also this other factor of authentication. And you may have used methods like this with getting a text message on your phone, or with your bank having one of those little security keys where you've got to put in a code. So it's a similar method to that, but it's got to be with your computer. It's got to be physically connected to your device. So that's the first one. Google has actually released last year their own security key, the Titan security key, that you can buy now from the Google Store. The second area is automatically blocking non-whitelisted apps. So within the admin panel, IT admins can whitelist certain applications that are allowed to access your account. And one of the dangers of adding additional applications, which users can do, is that you have to give them access often to certain areas of your account. And depending on what the application does, you know, if it's something maybe within your Google Drive that adds an additional workflow, you often have to actually give that app access to your full Google Drive environment. And so again, for an executive or for someone in the finance team or a user that has access to sensitive data, that may not be something that you want. And so what this does is it blocks that for non-whitelisted apps. So the IT team has to have whitelisted an application in order for this end user who is part of the Advanced Protection Program to be able to add that application. The last 2 areas are around enhanced scanning of email threats. And so there's an extra layer of email scanning that Google has put on to users that are part of this program. And then the last one is a new feature within Chrome that will actually stop or warn the user about particular files that they're attempting to download when they're signed into Google Chrome. I think for IT teams, what Google are doing here is just packaging together all of the tools and features that they feel as Google best protect end users. And I think it's an excellent idea to just make it easy and simple for IT teams to say, okay, these are the users that we need to really protect. So we're going to add them now to the Advanced Protection Program. Take a look at the Advanced Protection Program website, where Google has a huge amount of information on the program itself, how you can enroll and get going yourself and start testing some of these things out. I would recommend that you take a look at the Titan security keys as well. They're an excellent way to protect your end user accounts and very, very cost effective as well. And I think when we think about security, as I said, there is that balance between convenience and securing your accounts. And I think the security keys do a good job of that, because you can have that physical key with you and have that second factor of authentication on your account without it having to be the inconvenience of like getting a text message and having to put in a code. All you've got to do is tap the key and it signs in. So it's a way of getting that security with some of that convenience as well. That's it from me. I hope you enjoyed this week's update, and I'd be interested to know what you think of Google's advanced security program itself, and also the announcement that it's coming to enterprises. Chat to you next week.